back to IP Farms. Well, it's a little cooler today than it has been. Still hoping for some more rain, but we're gonna head down here and see how the corn's doing. I'm not sure what else, if anything, I'll put on this video. I'm gonna try to take the garden utensil with me just in case I run across any big Johnson grass or anything else. So let's see what we can do. There's no rain in the gauge as of yesterday, so we're still at I think 2.5 inches over the last 5 or 6 days, but they're saying we have a lot coming in the morning and tomorrow, so that's a blessing. We'll go down here and see how bad the weeds have grown and see how much the corn's come back. He's mad because he followed me down here and I wouldn't let him out of his fence. He's still very active. Well, I hate to even show you guys this with all the weeds and stuff in here, but it's to be expected. You know, no cultivation at all year. I guess as far as the weeds, I guess the drought really helped with that. It'd probably be 10 times worse. Of course, my 38-inch rows don't help anything, but I don't know. Ears aren't looking bad down here. I mean, they're not. I'm not gonna pull one off because I don't want to waste any more than I have to, but they're not bad, I don't guess. I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, that ear is probably, what, 12, 13 inches long. There's some bigger ones. There's a pretty good size one. I don't know, I might pull one off here in a minute and show you, but it's still pretty green in here. This down here on this side of the bottom did pretty good. Which you can definitely see, you know, once it got up high, the weeds aren't too bad down through there because it's shaded, but you can definitely tell where the open rows were. So I don't know what I'm looking at, but I see some stink bugs, I know that. But it's probably topped out at, I'm gonna say right at 11 feet probably. If I can, I'm a good 1.5 to 2 foot higher than I can reach, and I'm 6'2" standing still, so it grew well. Not that I'm making silage by any means, but you know, lessons learned. But I mean, it's still green, and when we get ready, you know, to the point, probably some of you guys have figured it out anyway, so I'm gonna say this corn is pretty resilient, but for what it is. Well, let me pull an ear or two, I guess, down here in the thick part and see what we can come up with. And I don't think it's time yet, but I'm gonna see how big they are without the husk on them. So let me pick out a couple good ones here. I've got the tractor running over there, the battery's kind of weak on it. Average 40 to 41 and 12 to 13 around. But like I said, that's just random. That's nothing trying to get what the yield might be. But I'm not gonna complain, honestly. The middle field really did bad. The weeds have just about taken over because of those couple of wash places where what little bit of moisture we had, the weeds just went crazy. The corn was stunted in that field for some reason, I don't know. I gotta see what my soil samples say this year. But down here, of course, pretty good. This is the area that wasn't on the right of way, so we'll go over and I'll show you what that dead spot looks like now, and right over the right of way, see what some of the ears look like there. Not gonna pull any off, and then we'll go over and look at the new corn. Last time I was down here, it had barely started to tassel here or there. New corn, the last planted, I should say. But look at this right here. This is weird. Got off subject, I know. Now look at how that is almost tied in a knot all the way around. I don't get that. But the deer and coons are definitely having their time with it. But I don't know, the population that I did this didn't turn out quite as bad as what I thought, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just showing you guys. Hopefully you're getting a kick out of it anyway. We're gonna see come fall time though. All right, this is about the best example I can give you of the worst area, I guess. All this never did really take off from the beginning. I don't know if there's no way I missed streaks with my fertilizer, but it just never did do good. It's kind of dwarfed in the very beginning. I know that we got a lot of rain right after I planted it, so some of this may have drowned. I don't know. You go out this row, you know, 50 yards, and the corn's big, lush, and tall. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this area here. This over here pretty much had completely died out, you know, right through the middle of the drought. I don't know if it's got a disease right here, or I have no idea, or maybe it's just bad soil. This might have got too much water as well, because look down through here and see how bad the grass is in between, which there's nowhere else in the field that the grass is that bad. So maybe it got too much water in the beginning. But I tell you, this little patch right here was completely brown 2 weeks ago, and I don't know if it's still growing or trying to grow or what it's doing, but that's just amazing to me. But it's very spotty on this end of the field. So let's go over here and look at the new stuff. So I keep saying new corn, I don't know why. This is the last planted. I think it's 2, maybe 3 weeks later than the other. Not doing bad. You know, looking at this, I don't think that my planter is exactly perfect. Nothing I do is perfect, but we set the population different here, and it's coming up pretty good. Finally tasseling some of it. I don't really understand why, you know, in a row, I mean, just look at that row, for instance, you know, plant, high, low, high, low, high, low. I mean, I guess that's just the nutrients in the soil, whichever one's grabbing what, I would imagine. But not a uniform stand by any means, which I haven't had a good year to, you know, say that. This area here holds water. Right after I planted this, within a day or two, is when we got that last 3/10, the end of May. I said that wrong on a prior video. So it had 3/10 of rain, but that was it through the drought. And I think that water set in here too much, which again, right through here is where they did the sewer line, and this side is a lot more definitive, because you can see, you jump over about right here and you can see the height difference between the two. This all is where they never dug. So I'll walk out here and get a shot in the middle of some of this. It's about 6 to 7 feet tall. This down here is doing pretty good. I came down here and pulled some Johnson grass. Had some high Johnson grass here last week or so, so it's grown quite a bit since then. But hold tight. On the porch getting ready to do the outro. Look who shows up for the party. Well, Jack's right behind you. If he doesn't knock the camera off, we'll be good. But I think I'm just going to wrap this one up. I didn't mean for it to get so long-winded and talkish again, for lack of better words. But you know how I am. Excited. That's just the best way to put it. Um, to walk in that field knowing what it looked like 4 years ago and how many trees were there, and thought this dream was unattainable, and to walk through and pull off, 3 random ears of corn and them not to be that long, I'm living a dream, honestly. So there's a lot of bad there. There's a lot of zero. There's some good down there. So we're gonna have something to harvest this fall. Penciling down lessons learned for sure all around the board. Neglected this crop quite dramatically this year, and that is my fault. Mother Nature definitely had a hand in it as well, but we'll dot our I's and cross our T's a little bit darker pen for next year and see what happens. But hopefully enjoyed it. I really appreciate everything, guys. You following on the journey with me here. I know it's up and down, crazy. Not all farming. It's wrench turning and road trips and buying and selling and hand cultivation and everything else. But that's what we're doing here at the farm, and that's what this channel is all about. So don't forget to check out farmmerchpen.com if you're interested in anything of mine: hats, shirts, decals, keychains, koozies, license plates, you name it. Nick and Alice are amazing people. They do great work. For other channels here on YouTube, go check them out. Tell them Nelson IP Farm sent you. I'll put a link in the description, farmmerchpen.com. So I'm going to go home, give me some supper, call it a day, and get started all over tomorrow, see what we get into. So till then, thank you.